What's up, world? Yo, what up, world? This your boy Crypto Bruh, aka More World Peace the DJ / producer, coming back again with another video about the Zen world and keeping it real the whole time. Today is June 3rd, 2024. Yes, we are in the 6th month of the year. Hold on, this lighting is trippy. Hold up. We need the motherfucking light, boy. Hold on. Now I see myself. I think it's the brown shirt. This brown shirt. What is it? Bring the light closer. Here, we're gonna do it underneath like it's some villain shit, vampire shit. Yeah, there we go. I'm on my vampire shit. But yeah, man. What's up? This your boy Crypto Bruh. Today's June 3rd, 2024. We're closer to 25 than ever before. I always say that shit, but it's really real. Every single day, it gets closer and closer. And that's why, again, I think about the plays that are further out. It'd be awesome if today was the day. But to be honest, we just waiting on motherfuckers. And that is not the fucking grind. So let's talk about it real quick. Because my spirits are still high, even though Zen is very low. And shout outs to everybody that's in the chat already. What's up, Mind, Body, and Crypto? I see you, Lita, ADZ, Zen, ETH Pal, Tree City West, Earn It, Mind on Tron, Cray Crypto. Hey, man, big ups to all the love in the motherfucking chat today. You guys are the reason why I pull up anyways. Like, literally, if it wasn't for the homies in the chat, I would just, not even try the YouTube thing anymore. Because, again, I'm not a YouTuber, not trying to be an influencer. I'm just bruh on the fucking screen in the internet. And I'm just telling you things that I like to do. Things that I'm really into and my vision on where I hope crypto goes in the next, 10 to 20 years. Again, all this shit is going to outlive us. So today doesn't really matter. It just matters on what you get from it, okay? So in front of your face right now is a post. I tagged it in the comment box there. My guy, Tree City West. So this dude here, one of the hardest working Xenians in the whole fucking space. Let's be honest. First off, go check out his tutorial on how to mine solXEN. Because yeah, it's perfect. I don't even need to make one. We're just gonna let him run it up because that one is that's all you need. And long story short, my dude also created a meme coin on Solana, and I happen to be very inspired by it. And just being a friend, because I'm having some fun, I'm feeling like, yo, it's time to give away some potatoes, some potato vampire tokens. So I'm using 5 million of my own tokens, which right now is valued at $96. All right. 5 million of my own tokens. If you go find this post, repost it, and follow, you got to follow each thing here in order to win the 5 million potato vampire tokens. Okay. You got to repost this post. You got to follow Tree City West. You got to follow Potato Vampire. You have to follow me. You have to tag 2 vampire friends. You have to also hashtag Solana potatoes. Okay. And join our Telegram. Now, I know that's 4 things you have to do on Twitter. Oh, shit. What the fuck? I'm sweating. That's 4 things you have to do on Twitter to access 90 or 5 million potatoes. But hey, that's it. That's all you gotta do. 4 things on Twitter to access 5 million potatoes. Life has never been easier. So shout out to everybody that's already paying attention to this post. This is gonna be running for 7 days. So definitely there's time to enter. And next week, Monday, June 6th, I will be announcing the winner. And somebody will hopefully have 5 million potatoes. And maybe, just maybe, it might be worth more than $96. Now, what we're dealing with here in Potato Vampire Land, before we start talking about Zen, is that in PV, we got out of pump.fun. So a lot of the liquidity has already been burned, and most of the coins are owned by other Zenians. If you go to the chart and look at it, you'll actually see this here. Most of the coins are well distributed. I'm here in the top 10. Just know that. I ain't gonna say where. I'm here in the top 10. And that's why I'm feeling a little generous, because I noticed it's kind of hard to get 5 million, right? You got to spend $100. And maybe you don't have that. It seems like most Zenians don't have $100. So this is why I'm throwing an alley-oop. I'm probably dumb as fuck for doing this, because you're probably going to get these coins and then sell them. And I could sell them for the $96. But for the culture, for the really just for the culture, I want to make sure that somebody has the opportunity to get some of these tokens if they can't go out and buy them, right? So that's really what the giveaway is for. It's for the culture. It's for the community. It's not really for marketing. It's just so that hopefully when we do the random picker, the right person wins these tokens. All right. Now, again, Potato Vampire, it's a Zen meme coin on Solana, inspired after solXEN was announced, after XenCat was released. And again, I'm just saying, it's a meme coin with a solid community and a $19,000 market cap. So, and you can see here too, again, on this chart, it's looking ridiculous. There could be some hope here. Most of the selling happening here right now. We're gonna start. We have a plan. I've been talking to Tree. We've been thinking. So we're gonna cook. But right now, I won't lie. You're gonna go and see a bunch of 50-cent sales, because what's happening is some people are using the Potato Vampire pool as an exit out of solXEN. So there's multiple things going on here. One could be, hey, maybe you pair this Potato Vampire you've been mining solXEN. Maybe you pair the Potato Vampire with the solXEN, and then you can rack more solXEN up, because people are obviously coming to our pool to sell solXEN. Okay. And so that's what I'm seeing right now. I'm seeing the tiny sales of like 50 cents, because that's what Solana provides. And there's not really much buyers because we haven't entered the meme phase yet. So again, that's why we're doing why I'm doing the giveaway, is because we going to eventually enter it, but we want to get some real Zenians in before we start this campaign, because I know you might have missed out on XenCat, right? And you're like, oh fuck, I missed out. But that's the whole plan here. The plan is to never miss out, and XenCat is still very new and looking pretty good too on the meme world of that. Shout out to Jesse. He made this meme here, and it looks like it's also flattening out as more people sell and believers buy. You feel me? But I'm proud of this. And again, what's cool about these meme coins is, we're gonna figure it the fuck out. That's how I'm feeling about it, right? Like the Zenians will figure it out. The best way to figure things out is to experiment, and the more that we stay in the mix over there, the more ideas that will come to life. That's kind of like my theory, and again, why I feel like I need to give away some potatoes, so whoever's out there, you'll be able to jump in. All right, now let's talk about the Zen. Let's switch gears. Let's switch gears. Shout outs. What up, DDK? What it do? I got wrecked on GameStop this morning, and I remembered why I hate the stock market. Yo, GameStop, I mean, good luck to everybody trading that shit. Straight up. I don't really trade any of that thing. I'm actually super confused on this reality right now, because it's like everybody, it does the same things but expects different results. Bro, if you show up to a party with a Zara outfit and you see someone else in a Zara outfit and you get mad, you went to Zara. So that's my whole thing about the GameStop. I was like, yo, I don't know what's gonna happen, but I know it's not gonna be what a lot of people pray for it to be. Good luck, man. You're gonna get it back. Hold on to it. Something I did see today, though. What the fuck? Where's the DGen news at? Let's see. All right, we could probably type it into here. But Solana flipped Ethereum today, and let's see if it pops up first when I type in Solana flipped. No, we need the latest. But yeah, so there's a lot of good things going on in crypto right now, but the hardest thing to understand is where you should be, right? Where should I be while crypto is behind the stock market, right? It's awkward. How in the fuck did we end up behind the stock market? How is GameStop doing better than Bitcoin, right? A lot of it, again, is just marketing and reach. And that's really what's happening right now in crypto. And again, why I stay in the mix with Zen, even though it pisses me the fuck off. I wake up in the morning mad as fuck. I wake up in the morning with regrets, but I ain't, I can't do nothing about it, right? We're in the future, and what is in the past is in the past, and you need to learn from those things, right? You don't need to bring them with you into the future. You only need to bring fragments of the experience to make sure that you don't replicate it, right? So looking at Zen, I was saying this last week, and that's why I didn't stream on Friday, because I was like, you know what? We're going to let it cook. So we saw a nice little pump on Saturday, but again, a lot of the pumps in Zen is because people are looking to exit, right? The whales are looking to exit, and that's what they're going to do, right? That's what they're going to do. They're going to pump the price. You might buy in, you know, but realistically, that's an exit for anyone who has mints coming. And it's going to be like that until X1 comes out. So again, I had another flag here for August 4th, which is 8-4 on some numerology. Okay. And I mean, what's crazy is that I don't know if this is really doing the Matrix thing, you know, like where it's like, oh, everything is really aligned with each other. But yeah, 8-4, 24 is a special day. 84 in general is a really powerful number in numerology. You can do the research, but long story short, that's kind of where my target is. And that's why, again, I would rather see Zen add zeros than try to tackle inflation. Because if tackling inflation at this particular moment for Zen does nothing more than continue a sideways pattern and continue hopium that's truthfully like sitting on a like a rug, you know, like anybody can rug it, because the thing in Zen that we're waiting for to really happen is we're waiting for the staking to catch up now. So before it was like, oh, we're waiting for the minting to catch up, which it did. And a lot of people made profits in April. And that's another reason why the price sold down. Some people, right? It's almost like if you hated Zen in April, you got the best price. If you held on throughout May or until now, you're probably still like, damn, like, you know, you're probably still like, damn, waking up, damn, you know. I would say if you wake up and say, damn, when you see the Zen price, hide the motherfucking token in your wallet. If you gotta do strategy-based things to make sure you don't sell your coins. Me personally, I don't really care anymore, because where I'm at with it is I got mints, and that's how it's supposed to be, right? So as long as you got mints coming in, you should be okay. But if you don't have any mints, you got to start today. You got to plan your vacation, like I've been saying on the channel, right? And that vacation might be in 2025, because that's when you got your mints hitting, okay? But yeah, every single time there's going to be a pump, expect a dump, because there's always going to be mints. And what we're really waiting for, shout out ZenPub. Shout out ZenPub. My guy Yosef. Make sure you buy this man a coffee, because he's working his ass off too. There's a lot of Zenians that have just been working their ass off for the free, for the culture, you know, trying to make sure Zen has that culture that VCs typically pay for, right? Like that's why we're so fucked right now. Like Roaring Kitty don't even got a face no more. When did he become pseudo anonymous? They made a whole movie about this motherfucker, and then he comes back pseudo anonymous. None of it makes sense to me. But yeah, looking at what's going on here, what we can see is there's been an uptake in mining. So people have been mining Zen, right? Like we had a really big mining day back on May 19th, and there's still miners, right? There's still G rank go up. Miners is mining, right? We also have a very stable amount of Zen entering the market, right? We can look here. This is, again, you can see the daily supply here, which is awesome. What I mean by that is on ZenPub, in this part here, daily change, it shows you how it changes. So in one day, you know, you can get a massive amount of Zen. Another day, it could be very little, and then it's kind of like today, like there's not much Zen coming out. But the weekends is typically when the Zen's coming out, because people are playing or they're hedging against gas, right? So we see like, yeah, people are still here, they're minting Zen, but what do we really need to stop? It's this. This right here is the progression towards the APY, right? And that's on staking. So what a lot of people are doing right now is they're accumulating cheap Zen and just staking it. And then they're accumulating quite a bit of Zen to sell on your motherfucking head. So shout outs to them. Shout outs to all the whales that are playing the real game. You know, I mean, some of them might even earned it. You know, maybe they did mine a bunch of Zen, spent $10,000-$20,000 on mining in general just to make 700 billion Zen, you know, 1 trillion Zen, you know, and now they're the ones ruling the staker class, which again, I think is a very fun way of seeing the immutability of Zen, that there is, you know, opportunity for those that want to find it, right? It might be expensive as fuck, right? I mean, you trying to get, like, I mean, I got it still here right now. You see, like, the people who are welling out right now, man, they got 132,000 wow, and they, you know, and they going crazy with it. So that is the competition in Zen, and that's why Zen keeps going down. Now, thankfully, there is a destination, right? The destination is X1 chain. We don't know when it's going to come out, but Jack Levin is saying he's going to do it. He's putting his reputation on the line, right? He's going to become a win man. We got the win yans, but if Jack don't drop X1 chain, he's going to become a win man. I don't know if he's going to recover from that shit. Now, he might recover a little bit from the, you know, financially. Financially, you know, he could sell all the data and exit like a real vampire. And then again, you know, some VC will just step in and take the place of Zen. You know, and that's you know, that's on him. If he wants to do that, this is the product that he designed. And if he doesn't make X1, like I'm saying, someone else can make a blockchain and use Zen towards that, and or someone can release Zen again with their own vision, with their own destination, and we all know, you know, how it goes, right? The difference may be the other person just has no connections in Silicon Valley, so they got to go out and find some VC friends so that, you know, they can get some trust in a trustless environment. Right? The only reason we trust Jack Levin is because we can see he actually worked at Google, which means that he's actually a piece of internet infrastructure, like physical, right? That's all that motherfucker got right now. And I'm holding on to it too, because I've invested a lot of time into Zen, and I feel, again, like he doesn't want to ruin his reputation, right? Like you cannot take people on a 2-year drive. You'll end up like Charles. Do you want to end up like Charles, Jack? I don't think so. I hope not. Or Gavin Woods. Who the fuck is that in this future? Who is Gavin Woods? Right? It's like, does Jack want to be a Vitalik or a Gavin Woods? That's a good question. On the next time Jack is in the spaces, someone should ask him that one. Do you want to be Gavin Woods, bro? You want to be on a stage begging developers to make some shit for your fucking chain? Please make some shit. I don't think so, though. It looks like, again, a lot of the Zen activity, right, to put the record straight, is about reprioritizing block space. Now, I made that up. That's not from Zen, right? I'm saying that. Now, others might say it because I've said it, but I think that. Like, I think Zen is an awesome way to reprioritize block space in another fashion, rather than a shitcoin, an NFT, some stream of data, right? Stream of data could be like an ERC 721 that's attached to a house, right? Or an ERC 404 that's attached to a fractionalized NFT, right? There's so many different variations of standards in crypto. It's ridiculous. So again, it's like, where exactly does this go, knowing that it's got destination, but possibly doesn't, right? So realistically, again, the people are going to come back. They're selling their tokens because it's hyperinflating. And if they don't sell today, it'll be 20% less or 13% less, right? Like we have this staking indicator that'll really give us a hard number where it's like, yeah, probably is going to be 13% less going forward until there's X1 chain. Now, I didn't want to actually believe that shit. Like, I didn't want to. But now I have to, because it's what the chart is saying. It's what the community is saying. And it's also kind of like what the subliminal message is, where you're working towards something that should be at the end of the tunnel. Right. And again, the rug at the end is more of a reputation killer than anything. And that's the only reason to speculate, because the reputation is going to be fried. Right. You can't stand on first principles and fry your reputation, in my opinion. You know, that's why, again, I haven't released a meme coin or a real project. Like, I haven't released a real project. Now, I might get behind some fun projects. Like Tree released a fun ass project. It's fun. This ain't real. It's fun, but it is real, and it can be real because people make memes real. That's the best part about a meme. Someone else can come in and say, hey, this chart looks nice. I can make this shit real, right? And that's all it takes. And that's why I'm saying, hey, hurry up. Not to say I have it up my sleeve, but if you came into the help desk when Solana came, or when solXEN came out, you saw I have some buddies in Solana. So that's all I got to say. All right, I got some buddies too. All right, they might not be Google heads, but they got ground. You should go back and listen to that space and follow the homies from Solana. Shout out Slat, because they out here too. You know, there's a whole world of crypto users, and there's a lot of intelligent ones on Solana as well as on various other chains. But yeah, I do feel like that's where the opportunity is right now. I don't feel like it's on Base. I don't feel like it's on Binance Chain. I don't feel like it's on anywhere else because, again, the thing about Solana that is surprising to me that I was showing last week, and I'll show it again just so we can look at it, is it's trading versus Bitcoin, and how a lot of the talk for Solana in general is coming from Bitcoiners. They're not coming from the Joe Schmoes. You know, they're coming from people who've developed before within the blockchain, blah blah blah. So within the blockchain, blah blah blah. So yeah, that's the only reason I'm looking at Solana. I'm seeing the meta on the internet. Another thing too to see the meta is that Solana is under $200 and it's been here for a minute and it's testing it, but it won't go above it, right? It'll go above it, but it will come back down. Typically, that's a good indicator that we're moving towards that world of you know, I want to say possibilities, because that the longer a price stays down, similar to Zen, the longer Zen stays down, the more bullish it actually becomes. And that's why it's like, damn, they really gonna come back and get these coins, because it's gonna become bullish, right? The longer it's down, the more bullish it becomes. So this is what I was seeing with Solana versus Bitcoin. Oh, this is the 1 hour. Let's go to the daily. Zoom out here. So again, I got my moving averages, my 72, my 200, right? 72 days, which is basically 2 months and 12 days. And then the 200, which is basically a little bit over half a year, right? Half a year and 180 days is half a year. So half a year and 20 days, right? So I'm trying to catch. That's why I like this. I like this like a cast out into the middle of the ocean, right? I don't need to trade. I just want to see it in a good place. So right now, what we can see is that Solana has been holding this uptrend ever since it's been down here at 7 or 3 zeros and a 6 Satoshi, right? So I mean, it could definitely break past this 200, but I would say that would be devastating, and it would be an overall crypto market idea, right? Right now, what people are doing is they're selling their Bitcoins or their Solana back into Bitcoin because it's rallying to 7,000 or 70,000 and so, right? So Bitcoin's going up. Everything should be going down because they should be selling their value back into Bitcoin, right? That's how crypto works. Like, you go to get more Bitcoins. You don't go to get more shit coins. You go to get more Bitcoins, and anytime Bitcoin goes up, everything should follow. But you don't want to see a chart get killed. Like, look at XRP versus Bitcoin. This is stomped the fuck out. They still stomping it out. It's trying to curb though right now. It might be finding a bottom. Here, let's look at Avalanche. Same with Avalanche. It's been stopped the fuck out, but it's trying to find a bottom. So that's kind of cool to see too right now. Just off the top analyzation, right? It makes me feel like those might be bottom signals for the overall market, because yeah, you can see BNB right now surging against Bitcoin. Wow, that's amazing. Yeah, BNB surging against Bitcoin, right? And all of the woes are trying to figure it out. Yet Solana though, you see how like the chart is just so different? Either the chart is getting stomped out or they're going against Bitcoin. but Solana is not. So that to me is an indicator that there's opportunity here, because they're slowly DCAing their Bitcoin into Solana. Slow D. Pause. And that's positive. That's a plus positive for Solana. Like, I know a lot of people are looking at the USD chart, which is fine. This is also good too, because again, that this shows that retail is showing up in Solana. They're gonna go and buy it off of the market, right? So that's all good, you know. But the thing is that, oh yeah, Solana versus Ethereum. But the real thing is that Bitcoin chart, because it shows you that, like, yo, they're looking at this. Same with Ethereum. Like, look at this Ethereum chart. Came down to the 200 again. I said that's what I'm trying to say. The 200 is a great indicator to see support, right? Or support turn resistance. Support turn resistance would mean that we're gonna break through it, right? And that's typically what can happen when you're not in a bull run. You should actually break through that. So let's see if we got that here somewhere. Oh, nah, this would be the first time. So theoretically, seeing it for the first time right now, because this is my first time looking at this. Yeah, I mean, this is versus Ethereum. The only reason it would tank versus ETH is because ETH is tanking, right? They're gonna sell their Solana back into ETH because there's more pools, and that's another plus positive of Solana. It has a ton of fiat off ramps. You can send it directly to Coinbase and cash out in New York. That's crazy. So Solana is got a lot of fiat ramps. It doesn't just need crypto, as in Bitcoin and Ethereum. And these charts are looking different than these other ones, right? These ones are looking stomped out, or they're looking like they're being held up, right? Here's a Avalanche versus Ethereum. You see, it looks like it's kind of being held up. It might just be me though, you know. We can look at Tron versus Bitcoin, right? Stomped the fuck out, stomped out. Everything is only stomped out, you know. So that's why, again, I'm not worried about crypto as a whole. We already won. What we're going through is a stupidity battle. What's stupider, GameStop or fucking Bitcoin, you know? And we're waiting for the normal people to realize it's actually stupid to be, you know, in Robinhood trading, and you probably want to be in Bitcoin trading. But, you know, you don't understand. You're trying to understand the blockchain. What the fuck is the blockchain anyways, right? You go, you look up some information. Everything is from like 2015, right? Nobody's talking about, you know, the string theory on blockchain. Sometimes I get in conversations with people and I start talking nerd shit about blockchain, and I realize, like, yo, they don't give a fuck about this. They just want to know how they're going to make $100 out of $10, right? So again, I've been championing that too. No one gives a fuck about your ideology, right? They're here for the bag. We know it. We've been saying it for a year. Zen is going to be awesome, but they're here for the bag, and there's nothing we could do about it, because that's just what it is. You know, that is just the reality. The only way you can curb the bag grabbers is to bring the best technology to make them feel like they fucked up, right? It's like a reverse right now. It's like you might be in Zen and you might feel like everybody else is champion or winning right now, you know, because they are, and your bags are down heavy, right? But in the flip of the scenario, once their bags are going down, your bag has never lifted, right? And that's the part that is very confusing about Zen. This bag has never lifted. It has 174,000 holders, right? They're trying to get this shit off the ground right now. But again, that's what I'm saying. Like, every time we try to go up, you know, bow. In comes a nuke, right? In comes a nuke, which is fine, because that's how it's supposed to work. The inflation hits the chart, you know, and then slowly the AMP takes it down. Slowly the AMP makes it so people can't dump on us anymore. You know, there's so many different things that are about Zen that are just fucking great, but I don't think people care about the ideology yet. Execute said it really well yesterday in Simple Spaces as well, when he said that some people, they want that 2010 Bitcoin when it wasn't profitable, when it didn't have a price. when you were able to build, when you could get a node, when you could start a mining operation, right? People like that. People are looking for that. But there are some people who are waiting for 2013 Bitcoin when there was a price. It was $100 and it went all the way up to $500, right? There's some people waiting for that. And that's why they're not fucking with Zen, because Zen, it doesn't provide that ideology until X1 chain. And that's why, again, I think personally, Jack Levin has everybody cornered, and all we can do is observe him now and wait for him to do something, you know, or wait to see what happens next, you know. Right now, again, it's the solXEN idea. Social experiment is what I would really call it, more than an idea. It's a social experiment. Let's look at that real fast. We need 8 years. If you have a time machine, you can speed it up. No, we're almost to year 2 of 8, so we don't really need 8 years. 8 years, baby, let's go. Yeah, 2030, man. Fuck. It's like, let's go get our let's go and work at the ballpark this summer, guys. Like maybe you know, arena jobs or DoorDash. Just kidding. I don't want you to do anything that you don't want to do. But that's why, again, it's like, where are you putting your chips? How are you trying to play the game? And that's why I think another alley-oop, at least that we're getting from Jack right now, is that Solana is hot. And there's a lot of liquid currency moving around on that chain rather than other chains. And I've seen it as well. So there's opportunity there, but you have to bridge yourself over so you can see it, because, again, I expect Zen to do exactly what it's doing forever down until the curve comes in or until the word comes in. And then it should, you know, it should do what it usually does. Right. And you know what else is kind of crazy? Imagine if this went in half and then we actually got like a $9 million market cap on Zen. That would be nuts. I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's a reputation killer. This is a reputation killer. The worst thing you could do, that's what I'm like, yo, the worst thing Jack could do is not release X1 and it not be a banger. Like, it's one thing to release X1, but then if it don't bang, shit, he better get hired at Solana. Somebody has said that. They were like, I think Jack is trying to get hired by Tolly. I was like, yo, maybe he is. Maybe he is trying to, you know, trying to get that $200,000 developer job at Solana, kick back, you know. Maybe they throw in 300,000. Because the best thing to remember about Jack Levin and about the crypto space in general is it's not finished. In the early 2000s, majority of the developers that were getting paid a lot of money were networking developers working in the internet more than they were working like on tiny software, like a fucking MP3 player downloader thing, you know, or a fucking music ripper, something crazy, something weird, you know, like the weather bug. There's so many different applications that in today's world we just see them as features, but like in the early days, those were real things that really made worlds, you know. And in this new world, we have crypto, we have dApps, but the real problem or the real things to solve are on the node level. They're on the consensus level. They're not necessarily on the token level, on the customer facing level, if we want to say it that way. So it does make sense, right, for it where he is to be where he is, right? And that's why I think solXEN is more of a social experiment than it is an actual project, right? Now, the reason why I want to call it an actual project, but the thing is that it goes nowhere, right? It goes nowhere. Like, you make solXEN and it just lives. It's just a lie. You just made another coin, right? It's true. It's another coin, right? Then the difference is that there's an amp that goes down. So this is the amp, right? And it goes down. Hey, this here, it doesn't really look like it's going down right now. Oh, because it's like everything's really close, whatever. It does go, and it goes down every 100,000 slots, right? Now, what's special about this amp is that when you find 420, when you're hashing, right? Let's bring up my. I'm not hashing right now because I had to I can't hash and stream. I don't know why. Oh shit. What the fuck? Okay. Lots of pending requests. Because I'm hashing at a low fee right now. Everybody is, because that's how social experiment this is right now. No one really wants to go hard because they don't know where it goes, and they're not going to pull a Zen again, right? In Zen, a lot of us went hard because it had a lot of good influencers in the beginning to kind of explain ideology and like where it could go, right? It was like the community was talking about Zen that brought you in, right? It wasn't necessarily the things Jack was saying. In my opinion, it was just more of like, oh, he's the guy. Like, look, there's the guy right there. I once heard somebody say that maybe Jack was the wrong leader for Zen. In the very, very beginning, I heard that shit and I blew it off. Like, nah. They were like, we need to train him more. I was like, nah, what the fuck is going on? But so you see right here, I found a hash, right, with a low priority fee. I probably had like a priority fee of like 6, something stupid. Let me see. I think I could find this transaction on solXEN. Let me see. I should be able to. Let's see. Does it? Yes, sir. That's the tight part about it. So like when you're working with this, all these hashes, right? If it hits, what I mean by hits is you're gonna see it say kind, hashes, and super hashes. But when it says timeout, those aren't hitting. That's you sending a transaction and then it timed out. So you don't pay anything. You just timed out. Like if you boost your fee, you won't have all these timeouts, you know. But that's what's cool. Once that you find one that's not timed out, you could take that hash, bring it over here to solXEN, and you could check it to make sure. Again, oops, right here we can see it. We got the 420 program found 420 in the hash, right? So, and you can see here how much I paid. I paid 3 zeros and a 9 cents, aka this is a base fee on Solana. So we're looking at 5 zeros and a 5, right? So this is why, again, people are not mining hard, because you don't need a lot of Solana to make the miner spin, right? They were waiting for Jack to be like, there's something else that's going to happen with this, right? So we're seeing this really, really, really low mining happening on the hourly because it's a social experiment, and some don't want to go hard because they don't want to overcompensate. Now, why would you go hard in this? Well, they say that every hash that you make gets an XEN airdrop. That part also got people's mind fucked up because there's no destination, right? The destination is, I know, whoa, this person has wrong in the front. Dude, yo, how they get wrong in the front? That's crazy. Y'all see that shit? Their ID literally says, or their like wallet address says wrong. I ain't never seen that before. Oh, there's 2 wrongs. Here's a wrong. There's a wrong. Is it? Here's a slow. Damn, son, where'd you find that? Right? I want a cool little thing. Does that say Himothy? No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, so like all these hashers at the top, to be honest, they're hashing for XEN coin, right? They're trying to get XEN. That's what my assumption is. Or they're speculating on solXEN being profitable or something. Like that's the only way you could do it. It's like you speculated solXEN's gonna be worth something one day, or you're speculating that the XEN allocation is gonna be pretty nice, right? So that's the only reason to hash hard. And the other third, I guess the third, like the real third would be like you got like 200 Solana and you don't know what to fucking do with it. So you're like, I'll play this game, you know? Like, oh, this seems to be a big brain game, so I'll go ahead and do it. Now the thing is I don't also think this is getting a lot of attraction because there is a real, I was talking about this before, there's a icon in the Solana world that had brought this to life. I think it's a little bit of an industry plant, but who am I? BME, mother. No, I'm just kidding. What's up, chat? I actually haven't looked at it yet. What up, Apestronaut? A lot of those timeouts are actually confirmed if you check on solScan. Oh, for real? I'm gonna have to look at that. You gotta be a test wallet or something. I'm not trying to be a test wallet. Some other motherfuckers are. Social project like Squid Games. Pretty much, bro. You want to use like, yo, you want to win a pile of money above your motherfucking head right now? Go throw some Solana at solXEN, because it's different than RealXen, right? RealXen has a longer AMP because it's supposed to be a long-term project. And that's why, again, I don't know where this AMP idea came from, right? So like, because in Zen, theoretically, a lot of shit, like this part, the staking part, was all added, right? So that's kind of where like the curveball is right now. It's in the staking. Thank God it's going down, you know. Thankfully, it's going down. The APY is going down. But we got some time before it's really down, and it's going to be able to be gamed. Every 1% it goes down, you just need to make sure you buy that 1% so you can stay at a healthy pace, right? So that's why it's like, yo, this really needs to get down to that 2%. But who knows? The stakers might just buy it all the way to 2% and then just keep going, right? Just keep staking, keep selling. And there's no problem with that, because Zen is about mass adoption. And if it is about mass adoption, there should be way more people than the people that are here today. And that's why that's a great strategy for a pool of people, right? Like if it's like almost like if you could really stake your money for 7 days at the bank, and then you come back on Monday and there's $500 in there waiting for you, right? That's what these stakers are doing. And I'm cool. I'm fine with that. You know, they have $100,000 to make, you know, actually, I think $1 billion's in right now. Yeah. $1 billion's in is, it's 1,800, or it's $187 for $1 billion Zen. So yeah, you might want a little bit more, but, yeah, I don't know. I don't know why they're doing it. They're doing what they're doing, bro. So we're just going to watch them. Hey, what up, Cray Crypto with the 10? Towards your mining fund. Let's fucking hash. Yes, sir. Or ma'am. Nah. I'm still hashing, though. My hashes are here. We'll see my hashes. Where my hash is at? Where my hash is at? So we got to go to ETH. Ether. I'm way down here somewhere. Right here. 89. The 24th prime number. 89. In my numerology, I got 25,000 hashes. Wow, I'm one super hash away from 100. That's pretty cool. But yeah, I've been mining, you know. See, like what I've been doing though is mining low key, and then I'll wake up in the morning and I'll be like, I want some fucking hashes, and I'll just turn up my feed and I'll hash hard for a little bit. Oh shit. And then I'll slowly just like, you know, turn it down. You know, so I think, you know, I'm playing my own game. Again, I'm playing it with the social experiment factor to it, because I don't want to happen to me what happened in Zen, which is I over prioritize supply and I forget the mission is just an experiment. Right? Like, because it's too easy. It would be awesome if there was an X1 chain so we can go balls deep, but unfortunately, I guess the world ain't ready. Right? So since the world ain't ready, we don't really get to do the ideology thing yet. We gotta wait, which is boring. Jack, it is boring. Zinsu, it is boring. Turn it the fuck up. Give us some gummy bears or something. Shit, man. Give us a sugar high. Fuck. Just kidding. Nah, I'm not though. But yeah, we need something that's gonna energize this network. You know, whether it's a white paper, a vibe paper, or something. Right now, what's going on in solXEN price wise? Because we know it's going down. So like every day you don't mine, you got to keep in mind that every 100,000 slots, because Solana is moving, right? It's not like this AMP is going down because people, you know, are mining. Like if everyone stopped mining, this AMP would still go down because it's based on slots being produced by the chain. So yeah, as long as people use Solana, AMP will go down. Yeah, I think that that's great for solXEN, right? So theoretically, if people stop mining right now and don't mine as hard, there won't be as much supply. And they advertise the supply kind of ridiculous too. Like, that's what I'm saying. Yo, this is a super social experiment, because they did not come at this with a we want to make vibe. Like, we want to make bread or something, you know? They just really came very black and white and like, go try this out, right? So like, if we go hit the Git book, something that stands out to me is the way that they talk about this calculation here. This shit don't make no fucking sense. This shit don't make no fucking sense, bro. Bro, this shit don't make no sense. Why the fuck you gonna put, this is the part that don't get me. That's why I'm saying this has to be an experiment. Why would you put 270.9 trillion on this bitch? Because you broke down the math. I don't think we should have done it like that, right? Because this right here, this number, now that we're in the mix, to be honest, this is placebo. Because theoretically, right, if everybody mined every second of the whole experiment, that's what you would get. Right? So like, if everyone mined every moment of the experiment, then we would get to 270 trillion. But because people are saying, nah, man, this is an experiment, we're seeing it not increase as high. We saw the same thing happen in what do you call it? In testnet, where the supply wasn't scorching beyond the amp, right? So theoretically, I don't think it's gonna get to that, but it's sitting there and it's scaring people. They're seeing that and they're like, fudge, that's crazy. Also, another thing too that's pretty funny is like, when you think about it, it's like 420 hash times the amp equals solXEN, right? So this is also a very confusing formula, because now that it's working, it's like you land one hash and you earn the amp, the end, right? So the more you hash, the more amp you get. So that's why it's like, yo, if you're hashing hard, you're gonna get 289, 289, 289, 289, 289, 289, 289, and then the amp goes down and you're getting 288, 288, 282, right? So like, that's why it's like, I almost wish they worded it different so people can understand that the amp is the amount that you're occurring, and the hash, right, not necessarily the 420, which makes you think you're like getting like 420 times the amp, but you're just, you know, you find a hash. So it's 1 times 289. Right? So that part too is like, yo, I think some people probably read this Git book and they're a little confused, because it looks like it's going to be like Zen, where it's an uncontrollable amount of inflation. But realistically, the inflation is based on participation, similar to Zen. So there is some possibilities here, but since there's no destination, there's no explanation, and there's a lot of confusion, only people mining are those in speculation, right? Because you have to be speculating on something, right? And that's on Jack. Like, if they want the win boys to show up, because that's what I was saying earlier. I was like, this is how you build a winion, right? Because you go in, you go too hard, and next thing you know, you're looking at your portfolio like, damn, I need to recoup on, you know, coins. But realistically, like, you're the whale now. You're the whale now. And sometimes being the whale is not what you want to be, because you can't exit, right? So you become a winion. Like, when the fuck can I exit? When can I exit, right? So that's why I'm very, like, surprised. I'm like, wow, people are mining with no destination. So it has to be special, right? It has to be special. But there's another thing, another twist that we learned this weekend. Mini twists. Hey, what up, Sun Station? What up, Josh? You said look at ladies on Solana. Hey, I only look at it if you got some potatoes. That's the only way. What up, Dank? I'm just seeing you. I can't trust Jack until he tweets for the blockchain. For real. Dude, Jack Don lost all the trust from every OG in crypto. That shit's crazy. But you know, that's why it's kind of wild. Like, it's like, do you study it? You know, like, you know, blockchain is gonna be forever. Cryptos are whatever, but blockchain is forever. So it's like, do you study this moment so that when other people come back and they go, how did this get off the ground? Like, how did y'all do this without a Satoshi, right? And it's like, oh, the main founder made everybody fucking hate his guts for 2 years so that no one would look at it in an emotional state, only logical emotion. Because logically, we're all mad that it's supposed to work and it's not. Because it's logic, it's on the chart. But again, you can't, the logic, it doesn't make any sense in crypto because miners have more crypto than everybody because they make the coin, right? That's why, again, yo, make sure you're doing XENM. I'm still hashing. Don't get it twisted. Let's go look at my portfolio. Let's go look at my portfolio. But yeah, that's why I'm still hashing XENM. I think it's the real DAO of X1 chain. And I don't want to have to wait any longer and feel an emotional attachment to Zen. I am Zen, right? Like, I am Zen. And I shouldn't feel like what it is a representation of like my belief system, right? Like, it going down forever and people picking or making fun of it is just part of it, you know? You're going to get bullied a bunch in middle school, high school, and then you're going to be the one, you know, with the 7-figure job, you know, pushing the Lambo while everybody else is like working DoorDash. The hopium is alive. But yeah, that's kind of where how I'm feeling about Zen. Like, it's going through its like stages of realness to get to whatever is at the end of this tunnel. So, you know me, like I said, I'm still mining XENblocks daily. I haven't turned the miners off. I actually have a really good mining strategy going on here, thanks to the handy dandy Tree City West Vast monitor. So you can see here, I'm only spending $1.10 a day, averaging 23,000 hash speed. Right? So this is awesome. Like, all these things I've been running, most of these I've been running at almost like a month now. This one is almost this one's at a full month, right? And it's hashed 28 or 200 is because there's 10 XENM per hash you find. So it says 2080 or 2837, but I know that there's a 0 at the end of this because it's times 10, which means that it's theoretically 28,370 XENM mined over the last 2 months, or a month and a couple days, right? And that's great. And then we also have a lot of these one-offs, right? These A2000s, right? Getting we're at these. I don't even know what the hash is right now. Okay, we're at 80,000 difficulty. So at an 80,000 difficulty, you're getting 800 hash rate, which is awesome, right? It's awesome because it's going to produce blocks. Still produced 1,130 XENM, right? One. This motherfucker 3 cents. You could just have one for 3 cents on for a whole month and mine yourself some XENM, right? Make your own coins, right? And that's why, again, I'm doing this part because I get it now. A lot of the stress in crypto is because you're coming after the miner, right? Isn't that what they always say? The miners are coming to dump on your head. As they fucking should. They hold the network up. Like, you ain't doing no work. You ain't got the computer turned on. You ain't got the data center. You ain't at consensus. You ain't connecting the dots. Bitch, you holding the coin. They should be dumping on our heads, right? And that's why, again, I'm comprehending where we're going here. There's gonna be users, abusers, and node runners, right? And I'm gonna be a node runner, right? I'm not trying to figure it out, but once you get a node, you can abuse the system because you have instant access to the internet, right? Like, if right now X1 blockchain is on my laptop in the living room, so theoretically I can open it up. I could open the ports of my world here, and I can use the RPC from my node over there, and I can fund my own transactions. And that's kind of why, like, again, there's a lot of different things going on in crypto right now that people should pay attention to. And it starts at a node level. It is not, I repeat, it is not on the token level. Like if you're still trading tokens and talking token talk, like that's why you don't really stand. What I'm showing right now, this is a coin stack or chain stack. So this is the RPC I've been using to mine solXEN. And when I learned about, like, again, I learned about RPCs with Binance Chain, but in Solana, I'm really learning about these things because versus Binance Chain, Solana actually has a market for RPCs because that's how they've designed it. They designed Solana, in my personal opinion, it's been designed to benefit node providers. So if you provide the node, you own the network. So you can make a chain stack website. You can create, you know, a mainnet endpoint. You can do all this shit. It's kind of cool. But you do need to be on a Solana validator level to produce this website, to produce this, whatever this is. But this is a well-engined, you know, this is an engine running right here, bro. And that's why I can't even hate on it, because I'm like, wow, this is how you create on top of necessary, like necessities, excuse me. The necessity in Solana is you need an RPC. It's really, really hard to find a free one. I found this one, and I just been recycling emails every, so you can see here, like if I go to billing, it's going to show me that I have a request, right? I have 3 million free requests. So what I've been doing is I've been using this website, and when I hit my 3 million, which is usually like 2 days, like after 2 days of hashing, I'll hit it. And then I'll go ahead, I'll make a new email. I'll spin up a new fucking RPC, and then I'll just keep using the free ones. Because for me, I think of it as like free minutes, right? Like you want to go find the free minutes. Why pay? Fuck that. Yeah, fuck a node. Like I ain't paying shit. I see hella people paying like $50 for nodes and stuff. I'm like, bro, I'm going to keep flipping chain stack. The problem with chain stack is they need a damn referral code. But I'll pop it in anyway, so y'all can check it out. Yeah, you should get on this one, man. Stop paying for your RPC. I mean, if you already have it and it's paid for like a month, fuck it then. We got JL in the chat. What up, bro? Turn off the screen, brother. Shout outs, Tree. You got to turn off the screen sometimes. Nah, I still trust Jack. I'm a true OG Xenian. Josh, you got to not trust him. We need less trust. We need less trust in a trustless environment. That's how I'm thinking of it. I was driving home today after dropping my lady off from work, and I was like, bruh, why do we have so much trust in a trustless environment? That shit makes no sense. What? That's why Bitcoin's doing so well. You don't even got to trust nobody. It's got time behind it at this point. We just trust in that BlackRock won't self-rug. Right now, their reputation's on the line. If BlackRock fucks up Bitcoin, they fuck up BlackRock. So that's awesome to me. And that's why I know it's all going to work out. There ain't no way they're going to do that shit to themselves. But yeah, man, check out. I think I just dropped it in. Oh, I didn't put the HTTPS. Hold on. For those out there that aren't technically inclined and can't type in the other part, they need to click it. There's the clickable link. But yeah, you want to check out this one, bro. Recycle emails. Do not pay for RPCs to mine solXEN. Like, come on, man. Like, nah, man. Nah, I'm here to give you an alley-oop. All right. And then that way you could start mining and you won't get a bunch of timeouts, or you won't get a bunch of like, how do you say this? Like you're going to get timeouts, but it's going to come back. Like here, like, let me show you what I mean. Like if you don't want any timeouts, where am I at? So this is like if you go into the description as well, there is a Mac setup, Windows setup, a Linux setup, all that shit's in the description. You can start mining solXEN if you, again, want to be part of the social experiment and see what's at the end of the tunnel. As you can see here, I was running a fee. Shout outs to my guy, 666. He was helping me out. So what we could do though is, you see all these timeouts, that's from the old fee. But if I were to boost this up to like 100,000 and hit enter, I'm about to wreck myself, but it's whatever. It's for the culture. You can see here, I don't have much solXEN left, or Sol left. I'm gonna get ready to fill up these wallets soon. My theory is I want to get all of this gone, so I know how much I was able to hash with 2 Sol. So I used 2 Sol to start my journey, and it's been what? Wouldn't this come out the 28th? So 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, or 1, 2, 3. All right, so 8 days. So yeah, it's just like yeah, I guess it's just like Potato Vampire. It's been around for 8 days. So and that's why a lot of people burn through their Solana in 8 days. Like, damn, why you do that? Right? But they used the fee was too high. Now you don't need to set this priority fee at 100,000, but you see, as soon as I do that, I'm getting hashes. Right? Right now I have a delay at 10. So it's waiting 10 seconds before it goes and tries it again. Now you can increase this delay as well. The delay feature is just the D. You can increase that to try to give yourself a little bit better opportunity, right? But even at 100,000, it's still going to time out sometimes, right? But at 100,000, you should see way more requests being hit. But that's why, again, I'm not really worried about mining hard, because it's just an experiment. And those that are a little bit more intelligent and computer wit, they've got an advantage, because again, like, this is just like pick up and go. But if you're learning, you have no advantage. Your advantage is the information you're getting. Your advantage is crypto, bro. Like, you just got an advantage with the chain stack. You finally got one advantage, right? So those who are discovering these advantages, ooh, I just hit heavy right there. You see that? Ow, that's what I mean. You hit heavy, you do 100. You're gonna hit, but you're spending, I think, like let's see, let's look at one of these hashes. Right, so you can copy the hash. You can go to solXEN. You could just drop it in, and then that's gonna go ahead and just bring up your overall look. Now, damn, Diosland, why you delete Jack's request? Man, I'm gonna have to take your wrench away. I'm gonna give Jack a wrench. That's funny. This fool, see that? They don't trust you. I'm gonna make Jack a moderator. I still like Jack Levin, even though he's untrustable. Oh damn, I just saw the node free hack. Oop. Oh, he said trust yourself. I'm gonna unhide this. Oh, I can't. I guess I can't. Diosland got you, Jack. Sorry. I'm sorry. I gotta laugh at that shit because that's hella funny. He did that. he blocked the trust yourself. But yeah, you should be trusting yourself. But yeah, so you see here, when I go and look at this transaction, I can see that I spent 2 cents. Oh my God, that's an expensive transaction, right? So here, we're gonna stop this. All right. So these ones right here were 2 cents, but you see I got like them back to back to back as bangers. But then if we roll up here where I had the slower roll, right? This is the 666 fee. So the 666 fee, we wasn't really hitting anything, right? But we hit when we hit, right? The slot machine will still spin. It will still go bing, right? And when it does, like this one right here, let's go ahead and open up another solScan tab so we can really look at this side by side. Because yeah, again, this is what I mean by the advantage. If you don't know what you're doing, you're gonna pay a lot of fee. And that's why, again, I'm not mining so hard yet, because there's something else there that's kind of holding me back, which means it must be holding a lot of other people back, which is probably like the thing that they're trying to introduce, which is bypassing priority fee in general, because that's what some people have going on. And that's what's really cool about Solana. Again, I'm learning that Solana is like module based in this idea that it's a bunch of features inside of a blockchain, and it's up to the developer to kind of utilize them, right? It's like being in websites in the early 2000s. Like, were you just using HTML and CSS, or were you migrating, to JavaScript? Were you trying out Flash? Were you trying to see where we were going before HTML5, and then after HTML5, were you still trying to see where it's going? Like, are you trying to incorporate Flask app with Python and such? Like, are you trying to use more API driven JavaScript functions in your websites and just like that? Like, the evolution of creation, in my opinion, is always going to be outsourcing other things. So that's what I like about Solana, is that if you have a talented developer, they can actually change like code to benefit the user, because there's opportunity in the chain. Like, the one they're talking about is this thing called Jito. I don't know what it is, but I guess it's like MEVBot protection. Yeah. So this is what I mean. Like, this right here is Jito Labs. Earn more with Jito's Solana MEV software, right? So you see what I mean? Like, I don't know why it's like this. Maybe it's because it's not Bitcoin. But things like this make me curious. Like, what else is out there in Solana, or where are we going? Like, maybe there's more to crypto than we really think. And it's this that's bringing this open, right? This world is happening because, again, people want to use Solana on the validator level. Like, I don't know why it's like that, but it is, and maybe one day in the future, we'll get a better explanation of why everybody was really down for it. But personally, I see why, because I'm using it now. Like, if you can save money on using the chain by paying for features, by coding it into your code for your user, right? You're setting them up. Here's another example of that. You know how like you be on like on an app, like here's one. Oh, Shazam. Shazam on your iPhone or Android connects to Spotify or Apple. Now, Apple and Spotify give them an API key to connect to their servers so that you can Shazam a motherfucking song and save it on your motherfucking playlist, right? Like that's how that works, right? It's not no magic. It's API driven. Right, and it's the developer including it in their code so that their users can have an awesome experience. And I'm like, yo, that's awesome to see in crypto, because a lot of crypto API or SDK concepts are usually, again, about making a blockchain, about making your own ideology. It's not really driving us to a future. It's just driving us to more pieces, and that's why I'm digging this. I'm digging that Solana is the main hub and all the pieces are below it, right? And everybody's goal is to make Solana better. Like, I didn't understand that before now, because I'm so used to the original crypto notion, which is we make ourselves better. We don't need the industry, right? A good example of that is like Pulse Chain. Like, Pulse Chain feels like they don't need anybody to make Pulse Chain epic, and that's awesome if they do it, right? That's really cool if they do it, because that's undone before. But at the same time, I don't feel like it's very possible, because you need things, you need to scale with variation, right? It's like, again, I like to use the Foot Locker analogy because it's like a fact. Like, you go to Foot Locker, you're gonna see Nike, you're gonna see Adidas, you're gonna see Reebok, you're gonna see Under Armour, right? You're not just going to Foot Locker and seeing Nike, knowing Foot Locker is owned by Nike, right? That's why they got a shit ton of Nikes, because it's owned by Nike. But they have other things on the shelf so that they can supply the store with other ideologies, other ideas, other fanatics, and not just Nike pros, So that's kind of why, again, I'm digging this whole thing. And knowing that I'm getting a disadvantage, because if I want to mine, right, this is me mining at a very low GUI, aka fee, And I'm saving a lot of money. I'm getting hashes under 1 cent. Extreme 1 cent, actually. Very, 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 very far away from 1 cent, to be honest. And that's special because you're getting XN coins for every hash that you do on SolanaZen, right? So every hash you make, you're getting an XN coin. We don't know how much you're going to get, but you're going to get it, right? And that's why it's important that if you are reaching for that goal, to keep hashing and to hash at a good rate, right? And to not stop, because you're going to miss out on a super hash, right? The more you don't hash, the more super hashes you're going to miss. And that's like the game in itself, you know, and why, again, I'm understanding how this is going to be driven instead of looking at it as a supply, right? Getting horny that like, yo, we making our own coins. You know, I'm really looking at it like, how am I approaching this scenario so that I, you know, don't get burned out too fast, right? And what taught me this is XENblocks, to be honest. Like, again, XENblocks with the alley-oop. In XENblocks, once we got this monitor, I was able to see that I was overspending for hashes. What I was originally doing, if you look at my content, was well, that's why I got to the front. But I spent a lot of money getting to the front, right? And that's why now I'm comfortable because I'm here now. Hey, 45, like Trump, let's go. But I'm here now, right? And it's like, cool, I just need to maintain. I don't need to keep going hard. I can, right? But just maintaining is enough. So once I learned that I can maintain at $1.10, I was like, what the fuck am I doing? I'm over here spending $3 to maintain. Like, I could be using that extra $2 for more days, you know? And that's kind of what I did. I oscillated my mining experiment. I don't have them here. I oscillated my mining to a better ratio so I can mine longer and harder at the same time. So now as everybody's, you know, again, like as the difficulty was dropping, I'm still hashing and I'm getting some extra hashes, getting some extra unis and possibly some super blocks if they pop up, you know? Let's see, I think I got a super block. Yeah, right here. Yesterday at 5 p.m. got a little soupy. I don't know where it came from though. Oh, it's this one right here. But yeah, that's the benefit of hashing hard though. If you do hash hard, you get more everything, right? But that's just life, you know. If you the harder you go, the more you're gonna get. So that's what's going on there. But yeah, again, this built a pattern or behavior to understand that, again, solXEN is not about running as fast as you can. It's about staying at pace, right? And the more pace that you can keep, the better experience you'll have. But if you continue to run and try to meet up with number one and you don't have like 200 Sol, right? And I don't even know. Here, we can actually look at them. Let's look at their account. That's what a lot of people have been doing. They've been looking at these people's account to see how much they're spending. And that's why it's coming up now like, yo, maybe we just got to chill out just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. What up, crypto real estate? Dave Vass, you saying you have an RPC issue. What's your issue? What's your issue? Tell me what's your issue. All right. So what we can see here, right? Number one, with their fee, right? 2 zeros and a 2, right? And they're hitting 420, right? Now what I'm thinking is that the thing about, see how they have so many 1 minutes back to back to back, and they're landing, you know, 2 420s. Same idea. Well, my theory is that this person is running how do you say it, like multiple miners at the same time with a good RPC, right? So what happens is that you could actually open up, like, we're on Mac, so on your terminal you can hold Control T like a window, like a Brave browser, and then you can open a new tab and you can run the same command, And you can do that again and run the same command, right? So I could open up 3 tabs, run the same command. The only issue I'd run into is that my RPC could get blocked because I'm hitting it too hard. So that's where we're like, maybe these users are also using their own RPC, right? Their own nodes, or they know somebody who got them one. And now they're able to do this. Because you can see here, actually, they're running at 10,000. Oh, cool. We can see their fee. So, yeah, they're running at a 10,000 fee. And they're kicking ass. And that's because of the RPC. Not necessarily because of the fee. Right? So, I believe, again, what the Fair Crypto Foundation is trying to do is optimize the miner to be more efficient to the early or to the top miners, because they're optimizing their miner to be more efficient than the general miner, right? And that's how it goes, bro. Like Bitcoin was the same way. Once people figured out how they can do it with GPU, and they brought the C++ code over into the fucking NVIDIA world, like Bitcoin went crazy, right? And that's because the miner transformed, not because it was the time. It was the miner transformed, and it took a different face. And other people were like, hey, that's cool. I like that way. Right. And now look at the miner for Bitcoin. It's a goddamn ASIC thing. Like you got to go spend like $10,000-$20,000 to get a real miner, you know, for Bitcoin. So it's crazy how a miner does optimize via the community. So I can't be mad. That's why I'm like, yo, I can't be holding nuggets against someone because they smarter than me. Right. All I can do is mine how I mine. Now they have 3 Sol in here, so they're cooking. They're cooking OD. OD. But yeah, they cooking, man. They cooking. And what else is crazy about this is, let's refresh this. So again, why we're not mad that they're cooking and we want an advantage is because if you see here, this is a real so this is realtps.net. You should bookmark this. This is where I go to look at my TPS. Uh-oh, that might have been 3 times. I got a fresh PFP. What up, Rolando? What it do? Jack has high test levels. Soy boys don't fuck with high test levels. Up your test levels and you'll support Jack. That's funny as fuck. Hey, you know how I boost my testosterone levels when I go to the gym? We hit legs first, baby. That's how I do it. You got the natural pre-workouts right in between your legs, fellas. Make sure you use that shit. Shit is free. I mean, you can also get pumped in, but yeah, go make your nuts strong again. Sorry, all the women that are watching right now had to hear that. But yeah, to the husbands and to the boys, make your nuts strong again, okay? Shout out to Mind, Body, and Crypto. What's up, Nicholas? Yo, can you make Cash PP? It's Kylie's dad. Who's Kylie? I don't know who Kylie is. Tree City West. I know I got a potato. Vampire. I just have time to look at it. New PFP coming. Yeah. Clay, switch up that PFP, bro. Y'all see mine. Mine's a site. I'm going to talk about it in a second. I was just saying what's up to the chat. But, yeah, so, like, well, this right here is realtps.net. You can go and I like it because they got this cool the GitHub. So you can kind of, like, see where, you know, this is what I mean, like, community shit. Just, like, fun shit. I'm like, yo, this is tight. Like, built-in Rust and shit, you know? Like, you can add it to your shit, too. I'm like, yo, this is cool. You know what I'm saying? Run it yourself, you know? I'm like, yo, why not? I'm telling y'all, I come from the LimeWire era of the internet. Like, I was literally 13 years old making Earth, Wind, and Fire CDs for my parents. And they were tripping. They would, every day, they'd be like, yo, my real name's Brandon. They'd be like, yo, Brandon, where can you know, get this song? And I would get it from there, you know? And they would be so impressed. My family would be so hyped. I find everything on that thing. And what's funny is that this feels like torrents. Because in the torrent world, you had the README and you had to read it so that you knew what you were doing. Like if I'm in a torrent Photoshop, I go straight to the README to make sure that that shit works with my computer, right? There's no viruses or anything. So I really enjoy this open source world. And it's true. Solana is permissionless, and there are a lot of open sourced users trying to make something out of nothing there. And that's what you want to see. You want to see that grind, because that means for you as a user, there's builders, and all you need to do is hodl. But what we see here is Solana has dropped their TPS down to 515. We need to see a chart, man. Oh, I think it's on Solana Compass. Damn, look at all these motherfucking stash shots I got already. This is getting out of hand. I got my fee at 39K. That's too high. Yeah, yes, sir. Rolando, reduce your fee to at least 10. Save some Solana. I just ran it at 100K and did 2 cents per transaction. That ain't it. That ain't the wave, bro. You can mine with way less. If you're not in a race, if you're trying to race and be at the top, you can. But I'm going to show you another way that this is happening. But we're going to play with caution again, because we don't know these motherfuckers. We can't trust them. So, what I'm saying, take it with a grain of salt, because, again, I don't know anyone in their addresses. I can't predict their recommendations and blah, blah, blah. So it is what it is, But this is Solana Compass. It's like another stat site to just kind of see things, learn about Solana and things. But what they have here, down here is raw TPS. So the raw TPS has votes included. So it's not really that well, right? But now when you look at it, non-votes versus votes, again, you can see that Solana is mainly gossip. It's mainly gossip, right? And it's been going down, not because it's a bad chain. It's just that their consensus is very sensitive. And if something goes wrong at the high end of everything, it brings the whole network down. So that's really, that's just every network, though. Every network has something in it that can bring it down. Every network. Bitcoin got the 5150 attack, which is, you need to make Bitcoin more expensive so someone can't buy 51% of the network and fucking shit on it, right? In this new reality, you got to make it so expensive that somebody doesn't come in and get 31% fudge. Somebody gets 31% of the bag and it's over for your chain. And that's why, again, most of these chains are centralized when it comes to joining. Like, you can join, but you're going to have to get screened. Background check shit before you know it. You might not even be able to be a felon and get a motherfucking node if they make it something like that. Like, we might have a felon chain. Man, could you imagine that? I might be a felon, but I want to get in the blockchain. They won't let me get a node, so I joined this one, right? So what's happening here is that the block time, or the TPS count, I don't have a good one here because there's nothing I can see before solXEN right now. But right now we are impacting their TPS because we're filling the blocks and we're taking up quite a bit of their space, which is postponing fast transactions, or not postponing fast transaction, but it's just like jumping ahead of like MEV bots. Now, Zensu talked about this on his I see. It's like how many GPUs you're running on XENblocks. Exactly. You got it now, Rolando. You want to run your fee like you're running XENblocks, bro. Right? That's what we learned in XENblocks. Don't overcompensate. There's enough GPUs for everybody. And the ones hit, dude. The ones hit. But yeah, so you can see here, Zensu said this yesterday. This is not a spike. solXEN mining and minting have continuously during the entire time since launch 5 days ago, taken about 35% of Solana slots. So this is where we are. And this is what I was talking about too. Jack saying that he wants to add some extra parameters so that it can be on the same level as some of those other, tweaks out there. But I think this is one of the most important things to think about. 35% of the Solana slots are full. That's huge. No project on Solana has been able to do that. And the reason why is because consistency in crypto makes no fucking sense. Like, well, you know, that is mass adoption, people coming back and using it every day, right? But we don't actually have things like that. We're still like in the era where you come back, you leave some peanuts and you come back, you know, and there's a bunch of wild animals that got caught inside of the trap, right? You left the peanuts and now you're like, oh, here's one of these animals I got. Yeah, you know. But in Zen world, it's based on day, you know. Every day it changes because every day there's something new that's going to happen. There's a new mint. There's some new supply. And that theory mixed with the Solana has brought an application that takes up all the block space. Well, not all of it, but a heavy amount. Like imagine if one more came online, it would be at 36%, right? Just one, right? Or my bad, excuse me, it'd be at 70%. So we're looking at like a new era for Solana in general. Their TPS is dropping, which is really ridiculous. But at the same time, it makes sense. It's trying to scale to what's really going on. And when you really look at it, though, it's a mind fucking general because you have Polygon right underneath them at 48 TPS per second. Stellar, who uses Stellar Luminous anymore? 45, right? Look at Arbitrum, 28 transactions per second. Ethereum, 13%. This one had my mind fucked because I'm in that one heavy. Moonbeam, 0.44 transactions per second. Why in the F am I on Moonbeam? Who suggested Moonbeam? So this was cool too. So that they show you the calculations on how they calculate in the blocks and whatnot. It's just all really cool. But yeah, this Moonbeam one had me messed up, man. I was like, damn, what the hell? Optimism 2 at 6. So this is what I mean. There's a really big opportunity in TPS. And TPS is what the future is. That's why, again, we hate that X1 isn't out, but that's what it's reaching for. Right? We're waiting for chain. You want a chain that reaches out for this. Right? You don't want a chain that's not going for that. Because that means it's not in the race. Motherfucker is a prepaid phone. There's a green dot phone at Walgreens. You don't want that. You don't want the green dot phone, right? You want to get you want the Verizon, right? The high speed internet, unlimited internet, right? That's what we're looking for in TPS world. And that's why we look for them free minutes in the experiment. Look for the free shit in the experiment, the free minutes in the experiment, because that's what's going to get you an advantage. That's how you're going to get ahead, right? And then you're going to learn, oh, man, I need to become a validator. Because if I don't validate, I can never get an advantage. Ever. So you go and mine some XENblocks, right? And get yourself ready to become a validator on X1 chain, right? You go and buy a computer. I'm saying buy a computer now. I'm starting to think cloud servers ain't where it's at. I'm seeing a lot of people saying there's no control. So that means there's needs for data centers now. There's needs for the right people to do the right thing, right? Unless we're saying we're going to give crypto TPS to the cell phone companies, because that's only people I can see that can give an RPC, right? Like now I'm thinking about it. I'm like, yo, theoretically, I just got a Verizon RPC on my iPhone. That's it. Bitch says Verizon at top. Verizon. Yeah, I use military time because the world is mine. Look at that. Zen crypto, bitch. But yeah, so y'all want some Zen crypto iPhone backgrounds or like phone backgrounds? I made a couple, but I never really released them. I think they'd be kind of cool. I think, and maybe now. But yeah, so like that's where I'm at with this whole crypto thing right now. I've gotten to the point where, again, the battle is not on token level. It's on layer 1 level. And then on the layer 1 level, it's on TPS level. And TPS level is on hardware level. So that is where we are today. And why Solana Zen is more of an experiment than it is a directional project, right? It's a bunch of Zenians. So it's got fair principles. It's got proof of work as well, so you own all the coins. No one can take your hashes, right? It's applying stress on the chain significantly. Like this was definitely at like 800 before solXEN for sure. I remember seeing it at 6. I mean, let's see. We got one more up here. I think it's like, what's this one? Oh yeah, right here. Chain spec. Congratulations to everyone participating in Q. It's a banger. Did you see the chart? Yeah, I didn't actually get too deep in the Q, but I'm happy that other people are living in la vida loca in the Q world. I'll look at the chart in a second. But what we can see here is we're going to go to 30 days. So the 30 days here, this is chainspec.com. Here's another one. We'll drop it in the chat. For those looking to build a utility belt of just things to look at so you can, feel good. What we can see is the last 30 days, again, Solana was clocking at 829 transactions per second. But in the last 7 days, it's gone down. And in the last 1 day, it's gone down. And in the last hour, it's gone up a little bit. Okay. In the last hour's gone up a little bit. Damn, Hedera, what happened to you last? What the fuck? What's going on Hedera? See? Shit's fucking weird, man. TPS is hard to keep. Yeah, that's one to watch for sure. Man, look at Stellar. Stellar is actually up here. They're actually outside. No transactions are included. Or what does that mean? Okay, never mind. No transactions, just the speed of the network. See, Polygon's up here too. That's why it's kind of crazy. It's like, yo, everybody wants to be fast. That's it. They just want to be fast. So since it is like that, this TPS being dramatic, right? We're going from 100 to 600. That's a hardware. That's a consensus. That's why it's like these are peaking. Anything below Hedera and Solana are actually peaking. They're redlining because they can't make the network any faster. That's why they're building with reason, right? Arbitrum builds with reason. They're like, yo, cheaper fees, use Ethereum, layer 2. Same with Optimism, right? Aptos is trying to sneak in right now. Like they had an ad or something saying they were faster than, they had more TPS than Solana, but right now seeing them at 13, that doesn't make any sense to me anymore. How, Sway? How? 13 last hour. Unless it's only based on when motherfuckers is using it, That means ain't nobody using your shit. Yeah, but this is the most important information here. Because of solXEN, you can definitely see solXEN's only been live for 8 days. So it's or 5 days, as some would say. I think it's 8 days though. I might be tripping. No, it's 5 days. Why can't I do math today? So I guess it is 5 days. And yeah, within the 5 days, we've lessened the TPS just like that. Right? And as less people mine, their TPS goes up. That's why I'm wondering when will Fair Crypto say they got something in store for this, because that would turn up the mining. That would get people excited. That would make people want to burn their soul. That would make the people want to burn their soul and get this going. So maybe there is an advantage here for those that are watching what's happening here to get ahead a little bit. But again, you're going to have to pay a high fee to get ahead. You're going to have to pay a high fee because it's not going to be cheap. It's going to be like 2 cents per transaction. Maybe you land 2. But yeah, man. Where is it at? Q. I haven't really been looking and lurking on DBZen. What I realized about Q, though, is that if you got in day one, you're winning. But you got to remember, I'm sorry, I shouldn't FUD it. I'm not FUDing it, but I'm just like telling you, you got to remember that this is a hyperinflationary token right now too. So that's why it's going to have crazy price swings, because it's hyperinflating and it's staked and people have to unstake it to sell it. But as long as they keep a good quorum, then users shouldn't do it, or they should have control, right? AKA Raz and team or Wales. They should have control. But the thing is, again, you see here 38 staked from the top holder. I believe that this is the contract. And then you can see here they're burning Q. So there's 17 Q now in their dead address, right? And that's why the holders are low, because most of it is staked. And for that reason, it needs to be created. So just understand it's just like everything, that it's going to be created. It's going to need support. It's going to need believers. So take profits if you in profit. Don't get caught standing in the sand, you know. But shout out to everybody that won, because I know a lot of people that got in down here, and now it's all the way up here at $3,400, right? And what Q is damn, they should make their banner tied up here or something. What Q is Titan X minus Jake. That's pretty much it. So in Titan X, 3% of the buy-in went to Jake. In Q, you can basically shill a referral link and add people to your miner, right? So you become Jake, where you get a little bit of revenue from everybody that's mining under your under your parent tree of Q. So if you know a lot of people in crypto trying to get ahead, this is a good idea. And that's, again, it's fair principles. There's nobody controlling it except the community, right? That part of fair principles is, you know, where we got, that's where the gray line is for me. The community part. Ain't nothing fair about a community. So I don't really know how we can be I don't know. I'm being a hater right now. Let me stop. Should I be a hater? Let me be a hater. Fuck it. I'm going to be a hater. It's my channel. So the problem with first principles of crypto is that Jack Levin took that from Elon Musk and rode with it. All right. Elon likes to say the word first principles because it makes it seem like there's a beginning, middle, and end. That's how I interpret it. Like if I say something is first principle, I'm letting you know we went through trials to know that this is a principle, right? Like there's been trials to prove that these are the steps of the SOP, the standard of procedure, right? So the only thing though that's really random about claiming first principles is community. And I know that there's a weird community in DXN, and I'm not hating. I'm just saying I've seen it firsthand, and that's why I don't really understand what is the goal here, because it's AI driven, but I don't know where it goes. It's just really just about people showing up behind you. So if you don't have a big network, you're not going to make as much. And then as soon as someone decides that they don't want to be here anymore because they don't want to be in the community anymore, now you're suffering from everybody dumping like a Zen, because you thought the community was going to be riding behind you. So just keep that in mind. Q actually has an AI, has functional AI too, that anyone can use, like GPT, and growing. I know that part, Clay, too, man. But I'm gonna keep it real with you. I hate to be the one that bears the news, but the Q thing is all facade. It's a facade, bro. Like AI is on vast AI. It lives in the templates. Like this is what Q wants to have. What might have been a good idea is to connect, maybe make a vast idea with the Q idea, and then use Q to power the GPUs, like how Vast uses money, right? Vast uses money to power it. We've always thought, like, after xeNFTs, how cool would it be to get GPU power in crypto, right? Like backed by 100% crypto, not looking for fiat. Or fiat is just kind of like an addition, right? It's number 2 to the number 1, which would be crypto. But when you go over here, this is where you do it for free, right? I can connect automatic 11 and get stable diffusion and pay 3 cents an hour to make as many photos as I want. And that's kind of why, again, AI is more gimmicky in this future right now than it is a stability narrative, because there's nothing stable about this idea that someone can come over here and do the same thing for 3 cents. Right. There's a lot of other ones, too, like TensorFlow, Whisper. Right. You can upload Linux. This one right here, the Ooga Booga LLM, you could really, really get shit going. But now I just want to show you this. Like, I'm not trying to hate. I believe things will go how it should. I'm just letting you know it's all gas more than it is brakes. And it's fine, you know, because that's what it is. We actually, one of my favorite physicists just released a really good video about artificial intelligence. She cooked. She cooked the industry, because a lot of it is, again, a lot of what we see today is just gas. So let me see. Where is she at here? Oh, man, they changed this up on me. They changed this up on me. I like listening to music on YouTube and watching DJ sets. So now that's all it's giving me. I stopped watching crypto YouTubers. Shout out to everybody that still watches me, though. I swear I'm trying to give you a different look. Hold on, I got to find homegirl. She'd be up here, though. Expand your mind for the future. Raz built tech for his own government. Q is plug and play, so anything new in AI can be added in the future. Yeah, I believe it, though. You know, that's what I'm saying, Clay. I'm not hating. I am hating a little bit because I just want to keep it real, right? That it's community driven. It's not real AI. Real AI is like what XENM is bringing, which is a task market, and the task market is being funded by XENM so that people can run integer task in AI transformers, right? Transformers work off of integers. They turn words into numbers, and those numbers represent words, and that's why like GPT can understand what you're saying, because it turns the numbers into words and it spins it really fast off the processor. So I got to keep it real. That's where it's at. That's really where it's at. Here, let me find this video though for you. Oh, nah, she got to drop a new one. It was a couple of days ago. I know where I can find it. I know where to go. I know where to go. I know what they like. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, I can't see that yet. I got too much stuff going on. Wow. Damn, I got like 20 browsers up right now. Yeah, get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Boop, 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 boop. Slow ass computer. Man, my computer used to be kicking ass, and it got really slow. Come on, man. Open up. Oh, I'm gonna have to start saying open sesame. I said that in my head and it worked. Damn. What the heck? Where'd the video go? Wow, that's crazy. Oh, here we go. Here we go. There it is. All y'all need to watch this one. Because what's funny about AI is it's quantum. And That should be it right there. Let's see. Just open it up, or is this opening my messages? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, there it is. All right, cool. You should watch this video. I actually like this lady a lot. I started when Zone came out, and I really introduced myself to the whole like quantum concepts. You know, I like science. I mean, obviously I like computer science, right?
I recently read on the BBC website that quantum physics
But yeah, you should go watch this video.
Revolutionize everything.
Goddamn.
You know what?
All right. You should go watch this video. Yeah, Sabine is hard, bro. She's cooking fools right now, because there's a lot of people talking like we're talking right now. Like, they're saying things that are not what they are, because when you do the research, you can see that we're in a void, and a lot of the things aren't finished because they're not. Like, it's like X1 chain. It would exist if it was actually finished, but the problem is that the world isn't there yet, right? And that's like the thing. It's like, damn, I'm in the future, but not everybody's caught up to me, right? So you should watch this video and kind of take some pointers from it, because she cooking. And what she's talking about is the quantum side of the bullshit, right? How everybody is using a really big term to bring you in to the wrong information. So that is AI. A lot of people are using a really big term to bring you in to the wrong information, right? And that's why it's like, it's hard for me to play the Q game, because I know that it's not real, right? And I'm not hating, I'm just saying, you know. And that, I mean, and again, do you, because I believe in you, Q. I believe in you, Q. I called you Q, but you're Clay. I believe in you, Clay. You'll do the right thing, man. You will do the right thing. You will do it. Maybe we'll get a dip like this back to 2. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know, actually. It would be somebody on staking and whatnot, but I think the fees are really good. I think people are accumulating really good fees. So that would probably be another way to know when you need to get up out of here, is when the fees are shrinking. Because it's like DBZen. DBZen can't recover right now until like maybe in like a year to 2 years. It can recover. I'm being a bitch. I'm being a bitch because it can recover at any time, but like that's just it. You could play the lobby and you can win with one time, and then you can just sell the coins. And there's more people doing that. There's more people winning and selling than hodlers, because that's where the win is. The win is coming over to the wrapped ETH pool and grabbing some ETH out of here, you know, like getting a little bit for playing the game. And that's what happened before. When it got all the way down here, the pool was at like 1 ETH. That's when it's doing numbers, when DBZen's actual pool is at like 1. So like this has a lot of upside because there's only so many coins and it can be pumped at any moment. But that's why, again, I'm not holding a lot of ideology within DBZen, because it's on the back of Zen, right? And I've been burned multiple times on this, like believing in it more than I believe in Zen. So that's kind of why, again, I'd rather just believe in Zen. If Zen's successful, DXN will be successful. So whenever Zen starts to be successful, this will follow. And that would be the signal to get back into this one, right? Like if everyone's waiting for X1 chain and they're selling their Zen until it shows up, why wouldn't we do the same thing for DXN? Like what makes it any different, right? And that's, again, why I believe Q exists and it doesn't burn Zen, so it doesn't have the stigma of the Zen world. Even though I don't think that's a stig. I think that's something you want to embrace. Keep burning, keep feeling positive, and not feeling your community. All right. And that's why, again, we got the potato vampire going off. It's looking good. It's feeling great. We just got on Magic Eden. Right? Let's look at our let's go here. Oops, that's the Telegram. We don't want to go to Telegram. We'll go to the website. Maybe trees add it to the website. How are you fudding Q but shilling souls in? I think Jack needs to make Zen ecosystem a bit more exciting. Well, nah. Well, see, that's what I'm saying. Q and solXEN are not the same. Q is a fake AI mask, so it's not. That is a whole. That ain't real. Like, that's not real. Vast AI is real, with real money inside. Real money's in here. You know, like this is real AI task market. This is an AI task market. So that's why it's not I'm not trying to FUD it. It's not my fault. That's what it is. Like, that's life, bro. Like, this is it. Have you ever, like, I've actually looked the crunch base for like both of these. For I think RunPod has the best crunch base. If you don't know what crunch base is, you should get hit. Crunchbase is a way for you to see like funding behind companies and whatnot. But like when I first started to get into this whole, like when xeNFTs came out in October, I needed to do my research on what the fuck I was doing. So I started looking at these companies because I was like, yo, these are crazy companies. Like, they must be making like tons of money. Like, I can only imagine like how much funding they've gotten to get to where they are. Right. And you can see here like, oh, they hide it now. That's whack. But yeah, like RunPod, like they got investors. They're not even showing me because that's funny. They block it now. This used to be free. Oh, I just got to log in. Oh, you got to start a free trial. I'm not starting a free trial. But yeah, like RunPod, you can see it's like 50 people. Hey, it's out in New Jersey. But yeah, full stack AI cap applications. That's why it's like, yo, what they're doing in Q, guys, is not an actual thing. Like, it's just a fucking, it's just for funnies, bro. It's Potato Vampire. More expensive, though. More expensive Potato Vampire. But it's the same thing. We want death to mediocrity, so do they. Right? And that's why solXEN, I'm literally saying it's a social experiment. I'm not saying that this is going to change your life. Right? It's got a short runway. Zen has more speculation because it's 8 years of a runway. solXEN only has 89 amp in 100 something slots. And it's going to go down and go down and go down. So this is easier to shill because at least you're going into a real no man's land. And this is proof of work. So you own everything. In Q, you don't own anything. I'm not trying to FUD it. But these are things that people should probably think about. You know? And you should go play the game how you like to play it. Because it's at the end of the day, this is just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he didn't add it yet. So let's go to Magic Eden. Let's go to Magic Eden. Popular. AI wouldn't have the hairstyle. That's a real physicist. That's only for real physicists. Yeah, I mean, yeah, her hairstyle is pretty fucking crazy, right? Like, yo, she's about to lay down the game. Yo, fuck with Sabrina. You see, she got 130. She got 1.3 million subs. She's kicking ass. I found out about her though because I'm really I like Roger Penrose. He won a Nobel Prize, and he talks about the Big Bang and basically just like where are we today? You know, and like your brain, like what is your brain like? Because again, AI Transformers is pretty intelligent shit. Like it's basically your brain in a computer program, right? If your brain ran off of integers, which it probably does, but we don't fucking know because we're fucking alive. And I'm looking into the camera right now talking to a mic. Like I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't have my shit hooked up to a electron fire receiver thing. I don't know. Right. So like it's pretty interesting things when you step out of the box, because this is where crypto's going. Again, the reason why they're doing Q is because they understand that the only way we're going to get AI off the ground is if we entangle it with cryptocurrency, because cryptocurrency is tokens and AI is tokenized words, aka integer words. So imagine how easy it's going to be to provide funding for AI if you're using crypto. And that's why they're together. They're together. They're never going to be separated. And right now we're living in the world of comprehension of how they're going to be paired. Another reason why I'm into it around the physics and quantum of crypto is because in order for you to get the best results, you need the most randomness. sometimes AI can't be random because it's just learning from humans. But humans are the most random things on this planet. Even more random than a regular. I mean, we're the fucking things that observe. We are the superior beings in this planet right now, bro. Like, it's like, yo, fuck a dog, bro. Like, I'm smarter than that motherfucker. I'm smarter than this computer, you know. But I might meet up with a PhD, and they're probably gonna cook my ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna battle no debate no PhD. I'm gonna get cooked, right? That's humans. And what we're developing with the AI, right, with the transformer technology, is really going to be beneficial with crypto, because the most random acts of intelligence happen in cryptocurrency. Like, look at you guys are buying this Q thing. Even in the Potato Vampire, man, this is how I felt all morning. I'm like, damn, Potato Vampire over here sitting on the floor. It's got a good community because it's me, Tree City West, and a bunch of Xenians. We're just chilling on Solana, and people will still go buy GameStop. And they'd be like, damn, I got rugged in GameStop. And it's like, yo, Potato Vampire's just been over here chilling, deaf to mediocrity, right? And the same thing goes for like Q. It's like, yo, if Q went to $8,000 and then it went down really fast, and because you got to zoom in on this, but yeah, this Q went all the way up to 8 racks, and then it got instantly sold and it rebound. So for me, I saw this and I was like, man, mediocrity. But it doesn't matter because people don't give a fuck. Like, that's the whole thing. Like, no one fucking cares until they need to care. So I'm just grateful that, like, this is why I'm into crypto. You guys are going to give the AI the random acts of experience that it could not see, because you're going to be incentivized, right? You're incentivized to fuck with this, which is going to make you do a behavior you've never done before, that now we can look at you behind the glass and go, wow, all they needed was that. Noted, right? And that's what the AI is going to be doing, right? With crypto involved, it's going to be able to enhance research faster than we've ever experienced, because we can't get results without incentive. And that's what crypto brings to AI. It brings the incentive piece. It gives people a reason to believe in it. Clay, you just did it, dog. You believe in this because it's AI, not because it's AI. Right? That randomness is what they're in search of. You just told me that Raz is working with the government. That means this is a government tool to catch your random acts of bullshit. If he's really working with the government, you know, like, I mean, at the end of the day, that could just also be another one, you know, another one. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's how you shill a project. So that's why, again, I'm not hating. I'm just saying, because I think it could still be great. I don't have any skin in the game. So I'm just saying, like, if you guys do numbers, I'm proud, you know. Look at that random act of numbers, you know, and it's not going to change my life, you know. I could get in it and change my life, you know, but I'd rather just watch it. Similar to how people are watching Zen. So I'll just watch this, knowing that it's following those patterns. I'll have my my vampire potatoes. I gotta go to Solana here. Shout out to Magic Eden. Why is Zen tanking? Zen Joe. Hey, you got to go to the front of this stream, bro. Zen is tanking because it is hyperinflationary. The end. I wish there was a better explanation for that. But yeah, it's just going to keep going down until people get behind it. And again, no one's going to get behind it. At least in my opinion. We have some time before people can get behind it. Little potatoes. So, okay, so this is one issue we've been having with them, is they're not showing our collection. Here, we got to go here. We got to go here. And Tree City West is working with their team via email right now. They did repair it, so that's kind of weird. We can't search it yet. So that might still be getting fixed up. Jomo, Jomo, the joy of missing out. That's everybody in Zen right now, dude. They got so much Jomo. Here we go. Here we go. It's Potato Vampire. Do you have to do the capital P? Is that what it is? You have to do the capital P? Oh, this is filtering popular collections. Clear filters. Here, let's see. So that says potatoes. Capital P-O-T-A-T. Let's see it. Let me see it. Let me see it. Let me see it. It's searching. Well, we probably yeah. See, look at I hate it on me. That's why I don't know what's going on with them. See, because also too, I noticed this tree. When you look at it, it's still only showing listed. It's not showing everything. At least on mine, unless I need to clear my cookies on this. Here, let me clear my cookies on this. Let's see. Yeah, I need to claim 8 billion Zen tokens, but I don't even know if it's worth it now. I mean, it's really on you, bro. Like, I think anything is worth it. Like, if you got 80 billion, you should definitely, that should feel worth it to you. I would hope. Oh, status buy now. Okay, wait a second. Is that what it is? Wow. Okay. Is that it? Is it going to pop up everything? And I just switched it back to status buy now. Yeah, for me, it just won't show everything. Filter. Oh, show all. They should take that off. That's crazy that it automatically sets to that. We got it. God damn. But yo, check these out. These are the Potato Vampire NFTs that dropped. You know, they ain't going under 10 souls, so you better come with your soul. You know what I'm saying? This one's mine right here. I got this one. Number 9. And then which I got this one here too. Number 18. Look at these things. They're so cool. Shout out to Tree, man, for making these from scratch. I don't know what his how he did it, but he did it. You know what I'm saying? And this is where I'm at with it. Like, this is the cool things that you can do because Solana is easy to use. Right? Solana is easy to use, 1, and 2, it's cheap to deploy development on right now. So why wouldn't you want to go over there and just make some fun shit? Look at this guy. I got number 0, the chef, since I'm cooking up. I wonder who got this one, bro. This one's crazy. The Goku potato. Yeah, damn. Actually, what's the name of that? So you got to give a shout out to Tree City West because he also went through and he numbered them. He named them Potato Saiyan, and then he gave them taglines. So each potato has a tagline of like what it's where it's from and what its gesture is. Right, because each one's got like a little career. You got the cyber potatoes, you got Potato Toshi, you got potato or Potato Mario. Man, just so many. Look at this one, astronaut. What movie is this? Yo, what movie is this? And it's number 69. Yo, what movie is this? Alien vs Predator. There it is. Alien vs Potato. This shit cool, dog. Now, the way that this worked was when solXEN came out, Potato Vampire took a snapshot of all the existing potatoes out there, aka if you were in the top 100, you got an airdrop of a potato. And this is a collection number 1. And basically, over time, if you're holding Potato Vampire, you could see other airdrops. You could see other cool things, you know. This is kind of like a Xenian bridge into Solana, and I believe it's a safe haven. The reason for that is because I can actually speak to say that it is. Like, I mean, I'm not going to disclose where I'm at on this. Just know I'm there, and that's why I'm where I'm at, and I'm going to keep holding where I'm at because I know how memes work. A lot of the reason why memes kind of fail is because the collection or like the group doesn't hold the top. So like if you want to get into the quorum of Potato Vampire, you want to become like a top 5 holder, right? A top 10 holder, because then you know that the shit can't move. So you would want people to dump right now, you know, but you can see, look at this pump right here. Look at this pump. Pump it. Hey, shout out to whoever copped some. They got 82. They got 4 million for $82. That's what we're going to be airdropping next Monday. We're going to be dropping 5 million Potato Vampires to a winner. You know, again, go to my X account. You'll find that post. But this isn't hard to pump because, again, most of the coins are held by community members. There's only 163, right? There's only one person on top of me, and they got 69 in the beginning of their address and hold a bunch of Zen coins. So I'm pretty confident about them. If they decided that this is the only one that could rug, is number one, because they have double or they have 20% more than number 2, and then number 2 and number 3, they're side by side, right, with number 4, number 5, number 6. So this is well distributed, right? And you can come and leave, like you could leave right now if you wanted to, because there's liquidity over here, right? There's people staked up. So that's what's cool about this one, is that it's an actual meme coin to live a meme life. It's just for fun. It is not trying to tell you it's going to be something it's not. It is a Potato Vampire. The end. I suggest you check it out, boy. Aliens. Aliens. That's a cool one, though. Tree, you went crazy on that shit, bro. So congratulations. Whatever you do next, man, you know, I'm here to support you, bro. Like, I think you're one of the hardest working developers in the underground. And I think people should want to get Potato Vampire because you're behind it, not just because I'm talking about it. Like, I think you should want to get behind a great dev that's building with their hands. Not many out there doing that type of shit, you know, with fair principles invested in everything that they touch. And again, that's why I do think PV is a safe spot. It's a super safe spot in Solana. The only thing that we got to curve is the solXEN selling. But if solXEN can get some sort of legs, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, solXEN has to get some legs, because right now it has no legs. I don't even know what the RSI looks like. Oh, okay. Okay. Damn, I need to sign off. I've been on this bitch for way too long. Gym time. Yeah, solXEN's trying to do something here. So right now you can mine, is it 289? Yeah, 289. So you see there is an ARB here, right? Oh, shit. So 289 is right under the base fee right now, right? 1 0 2 zeros 3 zeros 4 zeros 5 zeros. So the base fee on Solana is 5, or 5 zeros and a 5. So this right now is below base fee. So it's already selling under the mint. People minting are making Solana's in at a higher price. And again, as this goes down, right, every time you get less. So like next time the amp goes down, it'll be 2.8, right? And it'll be 2.7. Eventually it'll be 70, right? And it'll be less Solana, you know, for less coins. And just like Zen, like, it's like we're back here where it's like, wow, people are selling these coins for not profit, but they really are. That's what they're doing, is they're using Potato Vampire, That's why I'm like, Jack, what the fuck are you gonna do, dog? Because now we can't even have no fun. Cause these leeches are leeching on us. But I cooked up something. That's why I'm saying I couldn't show you the GPT. We got something in store for you, motherfuckers. So yeah, keep selling your 50 cents through PV for now. We got something for you, motherfuckers. We're cooking. Yeah. What else, Savon? But yeah, we cooking right now. And that's what I'm saying. Like, watch, if I was to click this right here, this is probably someone selling SolXEN. And that's why I'm thinking, like, yo, theoretically, if people are selling SolXEN for a loss through the PV pool, my idea would be, wouldn't you want to be staked in the PV pool to get the SolXEN as they're selling it for a loss? They're like, let's look at this account. Let's see how they're doing it. Let's try to figure it out real fast on streams. Right? Because they're the one doing it. See, 200 and something. So they're mining and they're instantly selling through the PV pool. Damn, 18 Sol. What the fuck? Why? Why are you selling for a loss? Whatever. I don't know. See, that's what I mean. I do not understand these people. Wow, look how much rap soul they have. Wild. Yeah, we got something in store for your ass. You're gonna be hella mad at us. There's a one curve here that we've that I discovered. We just need to see if we can build it in, and if we can, then y'all are y'all gonna be pissed. But then that's what would have to happen. Everybody would need to do that to stop themselves from getting ripped up. We mining today? Hell yeah, we mining, bro. We ain't stopping. That's what we do. We mine. Oh, look at this. So every time this account gets some SolXEN, they're selling it. Damn. 400,000 on the fee? Jesus. Man, this account is crazy. Let's look at the next one. Yeah, so this is just like a Mev bot or something. That shit is working. I work hard for the money. So hard for the money. I work hard for the money. What's good, fam? We mining every day. I sold once. I made one soul, and now I'm doing an LP. You made one soul worth of SolXEN, or one soul worth of BP? Damn, I want to find this dude's transaction. Like, where are they getting the SolXEN from? Hold on. That's what I should do. I should run this address. Oops. Let's copy this. Copy. We'll go back to the school. Go work hard, bruh. What up, Dioshland? On a solo stream? Maybe, man. I don't know, bro. I need more people to make me feel like I gotta do it, dog. That's my whole thing right now. I need more people. Warning, this account is not found. So it's just an R bot then. If it's not mining, how is it getting the SolXEN? Y'all can turn off the stream by now. I'm just fucking bullshitting. I just want to figure this part out. Why aren't any of these things working? None of their buttons working. Oh, okay. Wait a second. So they swap. Ah, I see what they're doing now. So they're not mining SolXEN. They've adapted to this idea. I don't know how you stop mevs like this. This is the same thing I've seen on Ethereum, where people use. That's why it's like, yo, Zen gonna go down forever because so many people are siphoning the pool. Like it's literally like we got to get X1 chain to save the day. Because if we don't get X1 chain to save the day, or we don't get believers to save the day, like people who outrun the mev bots, you know, and make them have to do more, then like that's why it's gonna keep selling down, right? Because they're gonna keep siphoning the pool. It's the smartest way to run it. So that's what this account keeps doing. It's actually buying SolXEN, selling it through PV, and then going back into Solana. And what I looked up is they're making zero. Oh, where's my thing at? Is it up here or I shut that shit down? Oh, I shut it down. But yeah, they're making 0.0005. And the only way we can curb them from doing this is we have to make it so they can't do small transactions on our pool right now. But like this is like something that is a problem in crypto in general. Right? So like again, there's no one selling PV. It's just it's popular already. It's popular and like they see it. Whatever pools are connected to SolXEN, they're using it to basically siphon as much as they can, as fast as they can, you know. That's why we're seeing these tiny cells, these tiny buys. Those are all bodies. Those are not bodies. Those are bodies. Those are bodies. Yeah, it's arbed bot between the pools. Yeah, man, those arb bots are crazy. Isn't my pleasure enough, bruh? Man, yeah, Dioshan, I'll have to stream with you though, bro, for real. The pool is just bleeding. I made one soul off SolXEN, bruh, doing crypto. I'm over here. I'm in the motherfucker. The mev box wrecked my P.o.P. LOL. Almost all the SolXEN now. It's almost all SolXEN now. Yeah, so that's what's weird. It's like you got to figure out a way, or what it is like that's what I'm doing right now too. Is I'm trying to figure out a way to curb that, because there might be a game or something where you make the mev bots give us the SolXEN. Like, well, maybe there's something there for that. Like maybe there's something to accidentally make it to our advantage because we got the PV coins, and now we can RPV for SolXEN because some bot is arbing our pool for 0.0005 Solana, right? So there has to be something there, but it's just going to take some time to think about it. And again, at least it's really tiny. It's nothing that's going to impact the chart. The chart looks amazing. That's why, again, I'm saying, like, yo, if you're looking for something in Solana, I don't know why you wouldn't come over and check us out, because this is it. Like, there ain't nothing else. Right now you can see it's getting ready to go up. We're looking at the 15-minute chart. And a lot of the sellers are already out. Most of the people who sell big, they were beginning holders. So you don't see any big sells anymore. And most of the big sellers are out because most of the people holding are potatoes. And we're like gonna, you know, hodl and bring it to the future. So you should do the same. Visit my visit Potato Soul, right? Potato Vamp Soul on X. Go check it out, right? Go and enter this. I'm going to drop the link. How did we get back here? You see how my computer just be changing up and shit? Like, I didn't do nothing. It just got me back here. Let's see it. All right. God damn it. I'm so tired of this. I'm going to throw this computer out the fucking window. Fucking computer. You fucking MacBook. So go to this X post. Enter to win. I'm personally giving away 5 million of my own Potato Vampire. Let's try to hopefully give it to the right person. Right now it looks like there's only 6 people that want it. There's only 6. Which is fine. Dioshan is not interested. It's all good, Dioshan. I give you some. You want some potato vampires? Deoshan, DM me your Solana address and I got you. I'll give you a few. But go check us out, man. Check us out. So I'm telling you, if the Xenians missed this boat when I hit up my Solana bros, don't say I didn't tell you so. Remember, I got steak in this bitch. And I'm trying to turn up. Because I like potatoes and I'm trying to vampire the Solana community. French fries all day. Mashed potatoes, yummy. Potato salad, summertime. You feel me? What you got? You got a baked potato? Yums. The fuck? Give me a baked potato. Let's run it up. Yo, potatoes. Potato tacos? All right, I gotta go, man. I'm getting hungry right now. I'm getting hungry. Yo, shout out to Clay, man. Sorry I gave you a hard time, bro. I love you, bro. You know, I just gotta do that sometimes, bro. I gotta vent it. Because the Q thing, I support it, but at the same time, I know it's Fugazi. So I'm sorry, you know. Do you win? I want you to win, though. I speak from a heart because I want you to win. Shout out to Tree City West. Shout out to Tekken. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Clay. Shout out to Fernando. Could it be Jack Levin is dumping the price? Fernando, no, man. He doesn't even have enough coins to dump the price. He can't even dump his coins because he lose control. If you know how well games work, if you're a real well, like you own a project, you cannot not be number one. Like the community is going to take it over. That's why I keep hinting at Potato Vampire. Like, yo, I'm sure the top is the real people. Hello. Like, that's how the meme works. That's how the meme work. Peace.